Hello!
And welcome back
once again to Belmont Bunch.
Welcome.
Today we are going over the reverse retro jerseys in totality. I did a video on the Islanders, and now we're going to talk about all of them. So I've got James here. What we did is I told James I'm going to rank them 31-1. And he will too, and that way, and we won't look at them ahead of time. That way we'll surprise each other a lot going into the video. James forgot to rank them 1 to 31, but he did rank them by division, so we still have something. And then he got really angry and ripped his paper in half. Oh wait, can you rip your paper out?
Oh yeah.
I want to put a...
Do you care that this...
No. Impressive. So anyway, why don't we get right into it on Belmont Bunch. $31.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, great. All right, what did you rank as 31? And I will tell you if you're correct or not.
All right, number 31, which is the one that I was saying to James before, I see as an objective worst jersey. The Detroit Red Wings. They are awful. All they did was swap out red for silver, kept the same exact logo, and the silver is against white, so you can barely see it. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Okay.
Did you have that at number 1 in the Atlantic Division?
No. I had it as number 2 in the Atlantic Division.
As soon as you said, I like the really simple look, I was like, yeah, it's simple, all right.
No, I actually... So I was obviously ranking them by division, and I was definitely somewhat skewed because the Atlantic, they're all like very simple except for, in my opinion, which we'll talk about, is the Panthers. You know, or at least they all look like pretty straightforward color, like like color patterns, like no complicated designs or anything. Mm-hmm. So the Detroit Red Wings were probably as simple as it gets. Where I don't think I noticed that there was silver and white.
Yes.
I thought it was just silver.
There it is.
Well, I noticed the silver on the sleeves.
Yeah.
Was there any other silver?
No.
Okay.
So it's just, to me, it's a practice jersey. That looks like something you'd wear
but that's
practice.
like, I like that. Like, not that it looks like a practice jersey, but I like that it is simple, you know, and the red really pops.
Okay.
That's what I like.
I think it needed more red for it to pop more. But
that's the thing. It's like it can only pop so much, dude. You know?
I don't know. Look at the Panthers. It's literally screaming out at you.
The red? I'm just talking about
I feel like the colors pop better because they're on a blue background. Like, so that tan, like, pops. Like, you could definitely... It's defined, that tan.
I gotta get my glasses over here. What the hell are you talking about?
The tan.
I didn't even notice that. I thought that was, like... I wouldn't call it tan, I guess. Maybe it is tan, but it looks... I thought it more like yellowy kind of... So, whatever.
Anyway.
Tomatoes.
That's 31. Already, I guess you could see the difference is... I think my expectations were because reverse retro was supposed to be, like... primarily 90s nostalgia, crazy designs. I mean, I knew Detroit wasn't going to go crazy because they're like the Yankees. They keep their stuff the same almost always. But I thought they would try a little bit harder. And other teams went for it. And we'll talk more about teams that didn't go for it. Number 30, I have the Ducks on here. So we've got this for reference, of course. We'll have it up on screen as well. The Ducks, I actually think they did a decent job with a logo that is horrendous. I know they wanted to bring back... I don't know if they have the rights to the Mighty Ducks logo.
Yeah,
but it is on the jersey of the duck. So they must have the rights. And I don't know why you wouldn't just go for the Mighty Duck and maybe just revamp it. But they also have done that kind of recently with some other third jersey designs. What do you think of the Ducks?
So I have it as like right in the middle of the Pacific Division. But it was like as soon as I saw it, I wanted to like it because it's like a cooler, more interesting design.
It's definitely they went for it.
Exactly, but then it looks like a doodle, like somebody like doodled on the jersey. I was like, and I understand like they can only do so much with the color because you can only have like whatever 3-4 colors, and so like on the jersey, right? And so I understand why they didn't, but I think they should have then done something else. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Go use the logo on the shirt of the player.
Use the... What do you mean?
You see that logo on his shirt? That's it. First of all, it's very meta. It's very meta because it's a guy wearing a jersey.
It's a duck
and that's what their jersey used to be.
But
this logo used to be used, but it was considered horrible because your better logo is on that guy's jersey. Just use that.
Yeah.
Just use that.
That's very weird.
Anyway, so very weird logo. shouldn't have. That's a piece of '90s nostalgia that could have stayed dead. Number 29, I have the Winnipeg Jets. I think you had them badly. Because you had made a remark like, "Oh, that's just like they could have done so much better."
Yeah, it's the bottom of my Central Division.
Yeah, and I love Winnipeg's regular uniforms, but because their best jersey, in my opinion, they had a heritage jersey, which is kind of like this, but the white is replaced with red, and the charcoal is dark blue. So the red really came off. Mm-hmm. And red is part of their uniform, and they just completely took it out. So that's another piece.
I do.
So they use it as an accent, not as a main color.
I know that you don't like black jerseys, but I do.
Well, it's charcoal.
No,
it's
I know.
Gray.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't dislike the color scheme too much. Mm-hmm. It's not like great, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
And the logo is, like it's kind of just bland.
Yeah.
So
that's what they used in the '80s. I think it pops better with the red, because I think
that would make sense to me.
But that's 28. Sorry, that was 29. Number 28 is the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is one I had a hard time ranking. And I think what it came down to, and this is just a preference, so this is why I could see it being a lot higher for other people. They wore this in the 90s, but it was a black jersey.
Oh, interesting.
And I think it works better as a black jersey. The word mark, I think, I don't like the word mark. I want a logo. I want to see some creativity in a logo. Mm-hmm. So that took it down a lot further than I thought it would. Because when I did two versions of this list, and the first one, it was a few spots higher, not a ton higher. But I don't know. To me, it came off. It's fine. It's like it's just a little bit boring. And they also have a cool '90s Penguin logo that I wanted to see back.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I had it at close. I had it number 6 in the Metro. I was really not sure exactly where I wanted to put it, but spoiler alert, I had to put the Rangers at number 8 in the Metro. But the
what do you hate, Liberty? You heathen.
I hate it on that shirt. But no, so yeah, I totally agree. I'm not a huge fan of the watermark, what is it? What did you call it?
The word mark.
Word mark, yes. Not a huge fan of that, especially when it's a long word like Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Like if it was just Ducks,
if that were
whatever.
Yeah,
it's only 4 letters.
It's too long. Anyway, 27. I have the Columbus Blue Jackets. They went to red, and they brought back their original logo from when they first expanded into the league. This is one where I'll give absolute credit for they didn't take it easy. They went for it. I personally, first of all, I like their new logo better. Though I do appreciate them, showing. I don't think they've used this logo since at least 5 to 10 years, and it's cool that they acknowledge their heritage. The white shoulders, I like the idea. It breaks up because it's so attack red.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That you need it to be broken up a little bit. Maybe they should have broken up with blue on the shoulders instead. And I don't know, but either I give credit. It's one of those I don't personally like, but I could see somebody really liking it. And I could also see once it hits the ice, sometimes there's a different it looks really nice with everybody wearing.
That's what I was thinking. I was just thinking that, but almost the reverse, where it's just the white shoulders kind of almost look worse on the ice, or better. I don't know. I was just thinking that though.
Sometimes that's another piece. My list would probably change after I see. First of all, we're only seeing the jerseys. We're not seeing the gloves they're gonna wear with them.
That's true.
I'll mention it.
It's
pertinent for one team.
You know what they say?
What?
The pants make the jersey. That's what they say.
Number 26.
Wait, I didn't say where I had the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Oh,
I have them at number 4 in the Metro.
Okay.
So I was very conflicted because my first impression was I actually liked it, but then I immediately thought it was the Capitals for a second. Because then
color-wise,
color-wise very similar,
and the template a little bit.
Yeah, and
you had it in the middle.
It's in the middle. Yeah, it's I probably, if I thought about it longer, I have a feeling I would have brought it down more, but I didn't want to.
That's fair.
My first impression was I liked it.
That's why I said I could see somebody liking this. They really went for it.
I could say that you're not a total idiot if you like this jersey, but yeah.
All right, number 26. The Minnesota Wild. This one I think is going to get me in trouble because people seem to love it. Mm-hmm. I do love. I want to see more green and yellow in the league. Mm-hmm. Those are really good complementary colors. And as you can see over James's head, that is the old Minnesota North Stars look, and that looks great. Something about the colors of the because I love the Minnesota Wild logo. Something about the colors in the logo being changed. I don't know. Maybe I'll get used to it and I'll like it more. The striping on the arms just seems kind of random. Maybe it's just because it's not like a traditional hockey like striping situation. Like that is like a like typical hockey jersey. Just I love the colors where it's like the bars with the outline on the bars. But this one, maybe I'll get used to it. Maybe they'll have like white gloves and white. Well, actually, you can't really have white pants. That'll look pretty bad. But actually, I know one team that is. But what do you think? What do you think of the lot?
So I had them. It was okay. So this is gonna sound stupid. But what is the animal that's supposed to be the shape?
Bear.
It's a bear?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be like a cat or something like that.
I feel like it could pass for a very angry beaver.
A platypus that lost its beak, you know. But so like because I honestly I haven't looked at the jerseys in a while, obviously, basically since the end of the season, and so I totally forgot that it was supposed to be an animal shape, and I thought it was a cat. Maybe I'll cut this out, so I'll save myself from looking stupid.
I mean, an animal is a cat. I mean, a cat is an animal. Not all animals are cats, but all cats are animals.
Put that on a shirt. Sell it. Make that a reverse retro jersey. So, so I originally just looked at it, and I was like, oh, yeah, the wild, the landscape, whatever, because you see the trees.
Yeah.
But now that I know and then I thought it was a cat, and I was like, oh, it kind of looks almost like a tiger, because it's like a stripe for the cloud and whatever. And then now that I know it's a bear, it's back down on the list. Oh, so I was gonna say I was gonna bring it up, but right now it's number 3 in the Central, and I think I'm gonna stick with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
out of 7 teams, that's not bad. We are 10 minutes in.
Keep on rolling, bro.
25. Yeah. The Vegas Golden Knights, I have at 25. They're an interesting one because they just unveiled a 3rd jersey, and so this will be their 4th uniform that they utilized this year.
Yeah.
Because they have a gold, and obviously the joke is, they had the mustard. They had to go with the ketchup. The all red.
You don't think they actually? Do you think they actually?
No, it's just a funny meme. The logo. You know what's funny? I've actually said in the past this could be a cool primary logo. I have changed my mind. I don't know. It's great. It's like a perfect tertiary logo that you put on your shoulders. But maybe actually if the colors were better, maybe I wouldn't be saying.
I was gonna say, good thing they didn't use white. Because my first, as the primary on the
yeah.
Because I was thinking like that would look like the Knights Templar. Like that was my first thought. But regardless, I actually have them as number 1 in the Pacific. Because I was like, that looks like intimidating. Not quite intimidating, but like that looks like it's just straight up. It's a logo. It's got some interesting kind of like striping. You know, where it's just like I don't know exactly what they're going for. Just like kind of at an angle, I guess.
I think they just wanted to throw in the rest of the colors that are on the normal uniform.
Yeah. Did they do the? Is it metallic, like kind of like shiny in the gold part, like it is in their regular uniform?
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
I mean, that's great. That's perfect for Vegas.
Oh, absolutely.
Glitz and glamour.
100%. So I number 1 in the Pacific.
24. I think this is another one we're definitely going to disagree. Bruins.
I
do not like... you know what I tried to do also when I made this list was, all right, disregard the colors. Like, disregard your preference of color. Like, I can't just be like,
that's fair,
this
that's
one
fair.
Yellow, so me no like.
Yeah.
But... this one yellow, so me not like. No, I think what would boost this for me, and this is also controversial, is if the black were traded out for brown. They've had brown way back in the past, and if they had the brown, I think it would have looked a little bit more... If they're going for like the old school, like 1920s era look, I think the brown would have worked better for... Because teams used to, instead of using like stark colors, they'd use like cream as like their away, or they didn't even have aways because they had like one uniform that they wear everywhere back then. I personally I think it's fine. I just think the logo also not having the black. You see like the spokes.
Yeah.
Usually I think they have a black outline and it defines them a little bit better, and I think on this one it doesn't as well. And then I don't know. This one did a little bit. I couldn't fully get my bias out of this one. I like yellow as a primary. I'm a little bit iffy on.
So I have them as number 1 in the Atlantic.
That's 2 in a row.
Yeah, I know. And so I jokingly said before we filmed this, I was like, I should just intentionally do the inverse of your list. So this is unintentionally. Happening. And so I actually do agree with you. I think if it was brown, that would be really interesting. And that's kind of cool because like I don't know, like brown and yellow.
Different.
and it's like more old fashioned. I feel like it would look like, and so that'd be cool. But I think so. I get what you're saying about disregard your personal affinity for a certain color or dislike of a certain color. I actually do like yellow generally.
Okay.
Except I don't like it on the Predators, but that's another point. I don't know, like this, is this a lighter yellow than they normally use? Because that's what it looks like.
It's hard to tell because usually it's such a small part of the jersey.
So
it's
it might
an
just
accent
be,
color.
Yeah, so it might just be more of the same.
Yeah, because they wear so much black on the regular.
Yeah.
That it's just such a big change. Maybe I'll like it once it hits the ice. Again, like sometimes when it hits the ice, or maybe I'm just saying that to get out of getting yelled at. All right, number 23.